Hey guys, welcome back. Uh, Doing another Saber, whatever. This is another custom. Custom. This was a Saber Forge Eco Hunter's Creed. This thing is pretty sweet. I do really like this thing. It is, I believe this is the Mando edition. But it's got this really cool design on it. The emitter is sweet. Um, but I did do some pretty hefty mods to it, namely one replica's control box. I hate dual 12mm switches. I hate dual 16mm switches. I don't like big, gaudy AV switches. I hate them. I don't think they belong on a Saber. I don't think that they look good. I just can't stand them. Cannot stand them. So I try to get rid of those wherever I can. So control box, one replicas. It fits. It looks good. It lines up almost perfectly. It's off by like just a nut hair on the bottom of this little design here, but it does line up very well with the top of the design. What else do we have going on here? Kobold, gotta have a D-ring. I like D-rings. Don't like cover ticks. Just me. MHS V2 male-to-male thread with, I think it's a 0.25, or it's a gender changer for the MHS parts. And the reason it's an MHS V2 part in a Saber Forge thing is that you can use MHS V2 male threads into Saber Forge ASP female threads. You cannot use Saber Forge male threads into an MHS V2 female thread. It doesn't work. But the male threads will work with Saber Forge parts, which is phenomenal. That was a nice little bit of trivia that I picked up somewhere. I don't remember where I saw that, but I've been doing it for a lot of builds, and it works out great. I might go back in and repaint this little silver nub black, but I'm not too sure on that yet. I kind of like the way that it looks now. This is I believe, a Saber Forge Scratch and Dent Obi-Wan booster from their take on the Episode 3 Obi-Wan Saber into a MHS V2 pommel. This is the pointy pommel. I like the pointy pommel. It looks sweet, and it looks killer on this Saber. I kind of went for a look that is similar to like a Mando wrist rocket, like on Boba's gauntlet. And I think that kind of hits that look just fine. I mean, altogether, it looks great. Nice and streamlined anyways. So going into the actual installation of the Saber itself. In the pommel area, the adapter, the booster, and the actual pommel itself, there is a speaker pod. Smuggler's Outpost 2-pin speaker connector. Smuggler's Outpost 28mm Darkside Elite speaker. Again, it's my Frank's Red Hot. I'll put that shit in everything. Don't care. I don't care what I gotta do. It's going in there. It's in there. 3-part chassis. This is your board and battery holder. Smuggler's Outpost 14 trace connector, and that's for the NeoPixel and dual switches. And on the back side of it is the other end of the speaker adapter. 18650 battery, removable. Quoting a legend here, spring side negative, easy. And on the chassis itself, set that down. I did spend a little bit more time modeling on this one. Not a whole lot with it, but I did do a little bit of designing. I came up with this little side greeley here, which I do like. It's got some Texan Orbesh Mandalorian Way, Vodeon, stuff like that. Vodeon was the Brothers All. Mandalorian Way, because that was my favorite cheat code in Star Wars Bounty Hunter on the PS2 and the GameCube. Mandalorian Way gave you all the levels, all the secrets, all the comic books, gave you everything, unlocked everything. Thank you, Nintendo Power. I do have the Iron Heart modeled under the board. That's the center of a Mandalorian's armor. And I also have a Mythosaur skull right up on top. And PVC right above the battery cradle. Like I said, 18650 battery, which I've got like 30 of them, and they're all gone right now. Again, quoting a legend, Springside's the negative. You're not going to hear any boot sounds. You're not going to hear anything like that when you insert the battery because the speaker's disconnected. But you can kind of see the trace in there for the adapter. Just make sure the big side goes in first.
You are fighting against the blade.
It does have swing on. I need to take it off because it's a drop-in chassis. It gets a little annoying every once in a while. But with that being said, swing on is also pretty fun. No button press.
You are fighting against the blade.
And twist off. Throw a blade in this. Just inserts nice and well. You'll feel it knock the pins and bounce. I press it down just a little bit, not a whole lot. Don't cram it in there, don't force it in there, and do not just drop it in there all willy-nilly. Does have a set screw, not a thumb screw, which isn't ideal for me, but is what it is. There's only so much you can do, right?
You are fighting against the blade.
Darksaber font. I believe that's Kyberphonics font. The top of the box is activation, bottom is auxiliary. I do have a couple of fonts on this. When I'm ready to sell it, I will be reverting it to the stock font package. But bottom for font change and auxiliary.
I am told it is the Darksaber.
I believe that's Blue Force Company's Commando font. It is so good. It's beefy, it's meaty, I love it. Nice blue blade on it. And check that emitter out. Set up like a Mando's T-Visor. Sweet Saber. I love it. Not a whole lot else to talk about on this one, so I'm going to call it. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time, and again, may the Force be with you.